Hey everyone, welcome back to Mark Loeffler Experience. Today, and today only, because I like saying that. I don't know why. Hey everyone, welcome back to Mark Loeffler Experience. Today, we're going to be talking about the market. The real estate market, because we never talk about it here. We're going to be talking about what's it doing, some predictions, what's happening next week for July 12th, and what's interest rate and what's going to determine. We'll know before the interest rate comes out whether they're going to raise or not. And I'm going to tell you why. But let's talk real estate first. So again, this is all of ITSO.
Here's a list of ITSO members: Barrie, Brantford, Guelph, Huron-Perth, Kawartha Lakes, Kingston, London, Mississauga, Niagara, North Bay, Peterborough, Quinte, Grey Bruce, Simcoe, the Lakelands, the Oakville, Waterloo, and Woodstock.
So if you guys do have questions or questions about a specific area you want me to cover in next month's video when I do this, guys, just reach out. It's on the screen. Reach out, make a comment down below that if you're listening from a certain area and you want that certain thing, I'm happy to do it because I'm here to please. Also here to sell your home fast. Here are the member boards. You guys can read all those. Boom, 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 boom. All right. So in all of it, so the price went up from 807 to 820,000. So it's up about 1% year over year. Obviously the low point being January, and it's up. It's up probably a good 10-11% since January, and we're on par with, we're above June of last year. Obviously we're above June of last year because we're up 1%. Let's go look at some real estate boards. We'll start local to me. Oakville is up 12% year over year. It's up from 1632 to 1671, so a slight increase. I would call that relatively flat. Burlington, it's up from 112 to 115. Again, relatively flat. Hamilton is slightly down, but again, not the same levels as, Oakville, which was in January, numbers were way down. And then we're up, if you had bought in January in Oakville, average thing, you made $250,000. Burlington, oh, look, you made $250,000 there too. Maybe you should have bought in Burlington in January. I don't know who told anyone to buy anything in January. That would have been foolish. So Barrie continues to have strong growth there. I mean, it's only up 0.5% year over year, but obviously it fell pretty low. Its low point was November, so it's been pretty much rising since November. We got December low points for St. Catharines and Niagara Falls, and they're pretty flat. Same. Barrie almost had $1 million. $1 million average sale price in Barrie. Congratulations to everyone who sold in February 22 and then didn't get back in the market for another 8 months. All right, let's check out east. Peterborough. So Peterborough slightly down month over month. Kingston's up slightly month over month. Belleville continues to be strong and it's up month over month. Look at that, Kawartha Lakes. So it's funny because I was reading this article in the Toronto Star about how the cottage market has died. It hasn't died. There's just a heck of a lot less buyers out there right now. So yeah, but that would indicate that it's down from 750 to 680. That's a pretty significant decline. But year over year, it's only down 0.6%. Belleville's up 20%. So congratulations to all you people out in Belleville who took action and bought something. Who would have thought that? And still, like from the doldrums. I mean, obviously, look at this price action though. So there's maybe one or two large homes that really do influences the prices out there, and we'll go into and look a little bit about the sales and why. We always do that, right? We look at how many sales have triggered this and why that would happen, right? So. Anyways, Cambridge is flying at the moment. Waterloo, they've been up consistently. London is slight decline, and then Woodstock is down month over month, pretty huge, from 680 to 620. That's 10%ish, 9%, and again that can be a larger home selling. So new listings generally flatten out during the summer, but we're still seeing relatively high numbers of new listings coming on the market. So let's, for instance, June of last year, we're down. Obviously, we're down from June of last year, which helps sellers. Like the less listings out there, people still are going to buy homes. So, and we'll go to sales in a bit and check out months on market and stuff like that. Pretty much year over year, we're down 10% in Woodstock, 20% in London, 22% in Waterloo, 12% in Cambridge, and they've relatively flattened. They're actually up a little bit in some markets from May to June, which is a little surprising, but May was pretty strong, right? April was strong. May was okay. So people were like, oh, I can get a decent price for my house. It's actually going to sell. Maybe I'll sell my house. So whereas other years, you always see like there's always that decline, and then you get this decline through the summer, punch up into September, and then like nothing into December. I don't know. Do you guys find this fascinating? I love looking at these like the listings and year over year. I mean, look at Kingston decline, right? It's still down 16%. Belleville's up 4%. So Kawartha, this could tell you why cottages are getting cheaper, because look at how many listed. Like, it's only down 5% year over year. Peterborough's down 4%. Belleville's down 4% or up 4% year over year. So these are big numbers. That's not like compared to like the other ones down 20% year over year. You just have a lot more to choose from right now. So Niagara Falls listings are up 7.4%. Well, I think so when you see something like that and you see this rise in listings through the summer, I think we're going to see a price decline. Truly do. So St. Catharines is down a little bit month over month. Barrie is basically flat. But like that never, it happened last year a little bit. I don't know. Oh, I love looking at these things. This is why I share this with you. I just share what I'm doing on a daily basis to go out there and look and make my judgment calls on markets. Burlington, Oakville, flat month over month, and then Hamilton, slight decline, which is, those are pretty typical. I would have expected a slight decline in Oakville, Burlington, not huge. And then Itso overall, it's a slight decline in new listings, which we could have expected, right? But not to the same extent, right? Like, so it's May, then we have June. So we're up from June of 2021. So just put that out there. We're up in number of listings from June 2021 in Itso. So we may be down 12.5% from last year, but we're up from 2021. We're definitely up from June 2020. I mean, look at that, right? That was definitely pandemic hit right there. So homes for sale are up 4.7%, but let's look at that from May to June. That means there's a heck of a lot of stuff coming on the market, and it's summertime. Not as many people are buying. So it's funny, I was having this conversation with a colleague of mine about these stats, and I was wondering, I don't think they're pending sales. I think these are closed sales, which would indicate that this market data that I'm giving you is in the past. So it typically takes 6 to 8 weeks to close a home. So this is from 6 to 8 weeks ago. I don't know. I would think, or if it's pending data, it's more recent. If anybody knows if Itso is this closed data or pending data, just comment down below. I'd love to hear from you guys. Spikes in homes for sale tells me prices are going to go down, because especially going into the summertime, there are less buyers looking for homes. It's just seasonal. People, in Canada, we have a long winter. People want to get away. Their kids are off school. They're not typically looking at houses at the same level. So, yeah, I mean, year over year, Niagara Falls houses for sale are up 15%. So everyone is seeing basically homes for sale rising. Kawartha Lakes isn't that big. So for homes for sale up 22%, that's a big number. So if you're looking for a cottage property right now could be a good time to pick something up. I know a lot of people who are dumping their Airbnb things because their Airbnb revenue was looking like it was going to go down. So Yeah, it might be a good time to go look at some properties out in Kawarthas. If you want to come be on my lake with me, let me know. Kingston up 26%. Again, that's a big jump. Like that, they haven't had that many homes for sale in the last 3 years. Same with Kawartha Lakes. Peterborough, that's leveling off. Belleville has a huge run up too, and it's close to its peak, which was July, and then back in May 2020. So we're starting to see the inventory come back on the market. London, Woodstock, yeah, like London had that spike. And it's just going to be interesting to see what happens in July, because I think it's going to spike even more. We're still seeing stuff come on the market. We're seeing slower showings. And we're just seeing relatively overall malaise in the market. And this isn't going to help. So next July 12th, we have an interest rate announcement, which we're going to talk a little bit about in a minute. But yeah, so sales. So inventory is going up. Sales are flat or going down. Again, simple supply and demand tells us that that's going to lead to lower prices. Whew, see, like we saw the homes for sale in Kingston shoot up, but their sales are down. Same in Kawartha Lakes, Belleville. The only one is Peterborough. That's why they probably have less homes for sale, is because they've actually sold. And see, again, we're seeing a spike in homes for sale, but we're seeing sales declining. They're up from last year, because June of 2022 was a bad year. More homes for sale, less selling. It's the picture. It's the story of the market, which I'm sure we're going to see in it. So it's up for year over year, but we're seeing more listings and less sales, which just means we are going to have price declines or flat markets. So I think we're going to decline through the summer into September and maybe see a little bump in September. That's kind of my thinking. I think by then we'll have known what the Bank of Canada is doing with interest rates. We'll have a steadier fixed bond rate environment. So everyone's going to know what they're going to be paying. So 3.5 months worth of inventory, which is huge, right? Because now we're getting into a balanced market. We haven't had a balanced market in a long time. Let's go 2019, 2018, over 3, but not just touching and then they fall. I think this is going to go up again. I think we're going to see 4% months of inventory. But we haven't really seen it since before 2015. Like these markets, we're still seeing it's a seller's market. So Niagara Falls, we're getting into a buyer's market in Niagara Falls. 5.1 months of inventory. If that hits over 6, that's a buyer's market. St. Catharines is in stable, and Barrie is in still seller's market. It's funny, right? Like these aren't that far away from each other. So look, Kawartha Lakes is getting into a seller's market. It was halfway to a seller's market. It's a balanced market. Belleville's balanced. Kingston's getting to a balanced market. Peterborough's still in a seller's market. This is why you got to work with somebody who actually knows the stats in your area. Because if I'm negotiating in Kawartha Lakes right now on a property, I'm using these stats. Don't get me wrong. Number one, on the buy side, like if I'm representing a buyer in Kawartha Lakes, you got to be. I'm sending this to the agent saying, yeah, I mean, that's fine. Or we can wait another month and buy it cheaper. No problem. We're okay with that, right? Anyways, guys, comment down below. Let me know what you think of these videos. Yeah, so interest rate announcements coming out on the 12th. And the one thing, again, that you should be aware of, this is what's going to trigger it. So the jobs report in June, which comes out on Friday. So before this video is posted, but after I've obviously recorded it. So if we see a spike in the jobs, I think that they're going to raise rates. If we see that they're in decline, I think they're going to leave them where they are. That's my prediction on this. Just anecdotally, I'm seeing more people talk about layoffs. Bell Canada obviously laid off a bunch of people. Anheuser-Busch laid off a bunch of people. So the layoffs are starting to happen. And we're starting to see this more and more. I'm not here to predict the future. I'm just here to tell you what's going on right now and try to make some sense of it so we can make money in this market. Anyways, guys, comment down below. Where are you buying? Where are you selling? How can I help you? Let's go.